Hi out there in Facebook land. It's a beautiful day. It's 70 degrees. Which doesn't bode well, to be honest. The end of March, in the middle of March, it just doesn't. No, it's supposed to be it's still supposed to be in the 40s and the 50s, but it's 70 and it feels like 80, or 77, and I'm not looking forward to the summer. Nope. Anyway, so I came on here not to complain about the weather, because that is low-hanging fruit and there's nothing I can do about it. Thank you, Michael Singer. And here I was thinking I don't complain about the weather. Apparently I do, but in a different way, because it's like climate change. And also I don't enjoy being hot, but it's not me that gets hot, it's my body. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about right now is I just had something really great happen. I got a new client, so that's really great. And but I also found out I have a friend. One of my clients is this woman who she is a fireball. She is amazing. She's a powerhouse, a little compact package. She's like 5 foot nothing, and she's just a lovely lady. But also she's not the kind of person you're like, okay, here she comes, just let her come. She her husband Lauren was diagnosed a long time ago with terminal cancer, lung cancer, and she has kept him alive for 10 years. And that's what we're writing a book about, is how to keep a loved one alive who's just gotten a terminal diagnosis. And we're nearing the end of not writing the book, but the interviews that go into it. This is going to be interesting. But I just found out that her husband died. Lauren died yesterday. So that's my client / friend. And then her daughter is a friend of mine as well. So I feel really bad for them. But, on a happy note, because of the book, I had her record a video of him talking about why the whole process, because there's a lot of pain and a lot of suffering and a lot of stress that went into keeping him alive, and being alive for him. So they actually recorded a couple of videos of him talking about why it was worth it. And now they have those, and that makes me really happy. I feel so bad for them, though. The love in that family is amazing. It's great. Anyway, so there's a sad feeling. And then I was thinking, I keep thinking about my ex and, all the wonderful things that he did for me. That I did for him, obviously. But I'm not thinking about those. I'm thinking about what he did for me. Selfish as that is. Just the things that I loved. He really liked cuddling and would hold me literally all night long. I would move, he would be still asleep, and just would wait for me to settle back down, and then, wrap his arms around me again. And, we did that for each other. It was really beautiful. There just wasn't a moment when we were sleeping when we weren't in each other's arms. And I don't know that that's something I'm going to find again. But I don't need to think about that right now, because it's not on the priority list. And so I've got this new client, which is great. So I've got this feeling about my ex that's making me sad, and a little and so I have thoughts about him going on, and I'm just watching them, letting them be what they are. And then the same thing with these thoughts of the death of Lauren. And I was thinking about my sister this morning, and that's a mess, and there's all those thoughts and feelings happening, and then there's the starting the business, which is a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. As great as it is, I am looking forward to the point where it's no longer problem after problem or challenge after challenge. It's just running smoothly. I'm very much looking forward to that point. and I will work hard to get there. I am working hard to get there. You know, and it's just like, there's just a lot going on, right? Life is like that. Life just keeps going, and things happen when they happen. And what I'm starting to notice is like the cacophony of emotions that I am going through right now. I seem a little overwhelming, but really it's just the fact that I'm not used to it. Like, I'm realizing that because in the past I haven't let myself feel these emotions and I run away from them, and really the only emotion I've been feeling is depression and the stress of trying to run away from my emotions, and, you know, shame and hatred of my self-loathing, you know what I mean? Like, those were the emotions that were my focus, and I wasn't open to anything else. So I'm used to feeling one thing at a time, or at least the same number of emotions at a time, and they all kind of blend into one. But now I'm feeling all these things, and I want my habitual reaction, the reaction that I'm having from the years and years of depression, and even before that, depressive tendencies. You know, so it's the habituated reaction I'm having is I want to run away from them. Like, like, there's too many! Run away! But I can't. I'm choosing not to. It's not that I can't. I'm choosing not to, which is much more empowering. But man, you know, for that to be like, it's. But I guess that's when it has to happen, right? Like, I'm doing a lot. There's a lot going on, and compared to what was going on before this, it's more than a lot. Like, I'm really used to not doing shit, which is terrible, but it's what happens when you're depressed, right? You do the minimum amount of shit to keep yourself alive when you're depressed. And even then, it's like, I don't have to take a shower today. It's only been 5 days. Like, that's a thing that happens, right? So, you know, like, going from that, and it feels like 1 to 110, but or 0 to 110, but it's not, because it's actually been building up over this year, right? Year and a half. Man, there's a lot of emotions going on. A lot of them. They're all happening here in this general area, and then a little bit in my stomach, but really up here. And I am just relaxing my body and releasing and realizing, like, yeah, it's going to be more than just the monotony of depression. And there it is. And that's a good thing. It's a very good thing, actually. And I'm kind of making up for less time, maybe, with all these emotions. Or maybe this is just how it is. I don't know. We'll see. We will see in the next few years what happens as it evens out. Or if it evens out. Or what happens. We don't know. We don't know. We look forward to the adventure. So anyway, I'm supposed to be doing some marketing stuff right now, but I really wanted it is a nice day out. Like, I mean, despite global warming and the fact that there's a mass extinction that's happening, you know, so stuff like that. I am, before it gets too hot, I'm going to go out and enjoy this weather. And the feeling of air on my skin while we still can. And there's still animals to look at. You know, because we'll be like the dinosaurs very shortly. I mean, it's not in the distant future, guys. Buck up. I'm actually fasting right now. This is my first day of a 3-day fast that I am doing in solidarity with some protesters who are on a hunger strike, because they're protesting. There's this peaker plant. It's a long story, and I've actually spoken about it on Jen's Pen Live, and you know, I post about it occasionally. There's this electronic, I don't know. There's this peaker plant that takes care of the electricity when it spikes in being built in a town nearby in Massachusetts. Peabody. And you might see the word and you would say Peabody. So it's being built up there, and it's being built on fossil fuels. It's being built with gas, which is ridiculous for a number of reasons. But the most tangible, the one that you can present to people the most and they care about, is that they recently passed a law against that. So in a couple of years, like, they're going to build it, and then a couple of years after, it's going to be illegal. They have to shut it down. So why are they building it? Right? Like, but obviously it's lining somebody's pockets because it's gone as far as it has. And they're, so anyway, I'll do some more posting about that later. But, yeah, so I'm on not exactly a hunger strike, so it's fast, but, it's going to be at least 3 days. We'll see. Maybe I'll extend it to a 5-day. We'll see. But I suppose doing that in silence isn't the way to go, because the whole point is to draw attention to the problem, which I will do when I get home, and I'll post about it. So there's that. Anyway, so one of the things with all these emotions that are happening, or that I am allowing to flow, or to feel, or to be aware of, or to observe, whatever it is that I'm doing, I'm not quite sure. I need to do shorter content, but I think it's free. Things are freeing up. You know what I mean? Like, I've been doing a lot of work, not as much as I could, but I'm not going to judge that. I'm doing as much as I can, work with my samskaras and letting go of certain things and allowing energy to flow better or flow more. And I think that this is part of it. We'll see. I'm a part of this Facebook group called The Untethered Soul, or something. I don't remember the name. It's a long title, but it has the words Untethered Soul and Michael Singer in it. So I'm going to ask them. This is good. It's good. It's all good, guys. It's a lot, but you know what? Here's the thing. I spent at least 10 years. I mean, like, honestly, that's an estimate because, I've been in and out of depression since I was a child. That man has a parrot on his shoulder. Cool. So, yeah, I've been in and out of depression since then. So, I mean, like, it's been forever, right? I've spent a lot of time in depression, and I'm still, honestly, not out of it completely, because believe it or not, it's not like you wave a magic wand, you snap your fingers, and you're out. You just keep, I use this analogy actually kind of a lot now, because it's something I thought of, and like, it's just like, yeah, it's just so true. Like, the further I climb out of the hole, the deeper I realize it was. I didn't realize it was so deep. Did not realize it. I was like, oh, I'm faking it. I'm not nothing. It's not that bad, and I'm, ruining my life over nothing, and blah blah blah. But it is what it is, right? And sorry, yeah. So I'm continuing to work with that, get out of that, and my challenges are still there. My main challenge being getting up in the morning, which sometimes I'm really good at, sometimes not so good. But I'm working on it, and it's getting better. So, that being said, there's a lot of people walking around the pond today. I'm just gonna do this. All right. So I'm just going to say I am grateful for that. I'm grateful for everything that's leading. I had all this stuff going on, and I still have stuff going on, but it's better stuff. And, I'm working my way out of it continuously. The work never stops. And, but it's important because it's your life. It's your entire experience of life. right? Like your experience of life while you're on the planet, from the time that you're born to the time that you die, that amount of time, it's about what you feel like then. Kind of the most important thing in your life. So long as you do it right. So long as it's real self-development work and not like, oh, I want to feel good by taking other people's stuff. Anyway, the point is, lots of people. The point is that I am grateful for everything I went through, because I know that the universe is using it to help other people, and that's why I'm doing these videos, and that's why I'm going to continue to do these videos. Yeah, and I'm going to have to learn to do shorter form content. Plan those ones, or at least get these chopped up by someone. I do plan on doing that. Anyway, that's that. And I'm going to be grateful for that, and I'm going to be grateful for you, and I'm going to be grateful for everything that's happening for me, not to me, because nothing happens to you. It all happens for you. And that's about it. So I am going to say thank you guys, and I'm going to remind you all that you can't always choose to have a grateful day.